Thank you, Mr. President. I wanted to take the opportunity to speak on this motion put by my colleague, the Honourable Tammy Franks MLC, regarding the ongoing tragedy that is unfolding in Afghanistan. We know, of course, Mr. President, that this year is 20 years since the war on terror began, of which Australia was a participant, joining the United States and other allies as part of the so-called coalition of the willing. During that time, as a result of this 20-year conflict, Brown University has conducted a report on the cost of war, the war on terror. It's found that this has cost the United States $8 trillion. That's $8 trillion for the United States alone, but also resulted in the deaths of over 900,000 people. Those are direct deaths, not, Mr. President, the other deaths that have been associated with this conflict, the associated disease and so on that accompanies war. But, Mr. President, we have been, Australia that is, has been part of this conflict, and I think we do have a moral responsibility to help. Like many Australians, I have been really horrified by the scenes that we have seen unfolding in Afghanistan. There has been an outpouring of concern here in South Australia. Along with the Honourable Tammy Franks, I attended a fundraising dinner on Sunday night, the Pawana fundraiser for Afghanistan. There was a strong community presence there, and there were several other members of Parliament that were in attendance. Testament, I would argue, to the concern that is felt by many in the community regarding this conflict. I won't talk for a long period of time, Mr. President, but I do just want to put on the record some of the atrocities of the Taliban regime. They are seeking to reposition themselves and arguing that they are a new Taliban. Sadly, we know for the people of Afghanistan that this is a murderous terrorist regime. I refer to a report that has been released from Human Rights Watch looking at the impact of this regime on women, which has already been felt. They have told women that they have no place in this new order. We have told them that women are saying they want to continue working, but the Taliban say only female nurses and teachers are allowed to work. We are engineers and lawyers and we want to work in our professions, but they say we cannot and should stay at home instead. And Taliban security forces have reacted violently to these protests. There's been protests from women against the changes that they're seeing in terms of their rights being stripped away. And in Kabul, the Taliban have stopped these women and beat at least 10 of them. We're also seeing LGBTI people being targeted by this murderous regime as well. And, Mr. President, I refer to a report from just last week of the ABC referring to a young man, a gay man, who discovered that his boyfriend had been dragged from his house, beaten and beheaded in the street. And indeed, this is the brutality of this regime. And it is, I think, appalling and despicable to see the way in which Western nations that have been part of this conflict in Afghanistan over so many years have shirked their responsibility to help these desperate people. What can we do here in Australia? Well, the Greens are calling to offer and expedite bridging visas to Afghans who have made substantive visa applications. We've also been calling to offer and expedite bridging visas to Afghan people who have worked for Australian Armed Forces or consulates, partners of Australian permanent residents and citizens, and people who have applied for humanitarian visas. And we need to see Australia take on board 20,000 additional humanitarian visas. We have a responsibility to help these people, Mr. President, and the federal government's response, as on so many issues, has been poor. and lacking compassion and lacking leadership. And we really need to see Prime Minister Morrison step up, and I hope that Premier Marshall does everything he can within his power to urge the federal government to show some leadership on this really important issue.